Yes, yes, yes. My theme song, you guys. That is Left-Handed with a Lot to Say, the theme song. And that's the name of the show also, Left-Handed with a Lot to Say. And I'm James Lott Jr. Yes, I'm left-handed with a lot to say. And I'm talking to other people out there who are left-handed also. And this one, every episode I've done so far, the show has been eye-opening for me. And this one is from someone from Brazil. Okay, she's not even here near me. She is my friend, and we actually dressed similar color. Didn't do it on purpose. But she is my friend for the professional organizing industry, or as they call in Brazil, personal organizers down there. My friend, Roberta Andrade. Hi, Roberta.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
We actually talked recently on my other show, the organizer show just recently, so we're back together again. Anytime I get to talk to her, it's always good. So it's always a good thing.
Thank you. It's a pleasure again.
Yes, thank you. So, okay, so you are left-handed, right?
Sorry?
So we're talking about left-handedness. And so, left-handed, right?
No.
So that's the thing. So tell me, that's why I bring you on the show, because you have a special reason why I bring you on the show. So please, let's talk about that.
And that's the fun thing about it. No, I was not born left-handed. But I always been obsessed about left-handed people, and I find it very interesting. And I sort of taught myself to use my left hand and to talk with my left hand and to clap with my left hand, because it's a different way, sort of how you behave. And I always found it so interesting. So I decided that I don't know, about 20 years ago, I saw someone eating with their left hand, and I found that so amazing. And even though I didn't really understand etiquette at that time, I just decided I was going to start eating with my left hand. And that's where it kind of all started for me. Yeah. So I write with my right hand, but I pretty much do everything else with my left hand. But
that's fascinating.
Yeah, my right side still dominates most of the time. But like I said, because I've always been fascinated about it, pretty much the only thing I don't do with my left hand is writing. There's a name for it. I don't really know how to say that in English. I forgot to look it up. Okay. It's not ambidextrous, because ambidextrous is the person that actually writes with both hands. It's in Portuguese, it's canhotism. So it's someone that can't write with the left hand, but does everything else with the left hand. And it all got interesting after I started eating with my left hand. And pretty much now you can see I'm using, and sometimes I even force myself because I just find it beautiful.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But it all became more intense when I moved to England, because in there you pretty much do things on the other side, you know. So that's when I started saying, wow, you cross the road, you have to look to a different side than we are used to looking, and you drive on the different side, and you have to do things with the different hand that you're not used to. And that's when I started thinking, oh my God, left-handed people, they have these challenges, don't they? I can cut with my right hand, but from teaching myself, for example, when I give my DIY course, because I can do a lot of things with my left hand, when I'm teaching someone who's left-handed, I can actually show them what I'm doing and how to do with their own hand. Yeah. And I even went and bought, how do you call that? It's not a knife, but it's something knife. There's a name for it.
Yeah.
You know those that you use to open boxes?
Oh, X-Acto knife or whatever. They got kind of.
Yeah. So I mean, it always comes for the right hand.
Right.
And then one of my students, I saw her. She would twist it every time she needed to use it, and I was looking at her and I was like, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm left-handed." And this is actually pointing for a right-handed person, and she would have to turn it all the time. So after that class, I went online and I bought a left-handed one. So I used to have on my tools 3 of them, because I thought, oh, if I have someone that is more than one person, they can actually use and do it with the right hand. I ended up with none, because every time a left-handed person would come in and they would ask me to give it to them.
Yes.
Yeah. And the other thing is, so I started like paying attention how the life is, and I even recorded a video about how your life is, pretty much about how you open a door. It's all wrong. Really. And yeah, so it's, I'm just fascinated by it. Fascinated.
That's amazing. To me, it's so amazing, because I am in the minority, and like in my family, there's only 2 of us. Like there's 3 of us, and that's it. Most everybody else is right-handed. So it's everything in America, especially, is made towards right-handed people. It's just everything is. My whole life, everything was. And I know for me, I was always told I was wrong-handed, or you're this-handed, or why are you doing this? And it's like, and they wanted to make me right-handed when I was a kid, and I fought it. I said, no, I'm going to be left-handed. And it's just an interesting world for me. We view it just so we have to adapt to everything, so we have to. You know, like I said, scissors. My scissors are the right-handed scissors. You know, how I use a can opener.
A can opener, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I even have a story in my family, because my cousin, when he was born, there was still this belief that left-handed people, they were not pure, and a lot of things. So my family tells a story that his hand used to be sort of tight behind his back, so he could not use it. So he had to learn how to use the right hand. And it sort of mixes up something in your head, because it's not natural. And then another cousin, he writes with the left hand, and it's just seeing all these things, and how people treat. And because I don't know, I just think when you get to exercise both sides of your brain, because that's for me what it is pretty much, is it opens up. You know, you become more, you sort of like, you can do more. You know, like I said, I know it sounds silly, the whole thing about driving on the opposite side, or crossing the streets and having to look on the other side, but that makes you think, makes you having to prepare and plan for something different, you know. And it has been actually it has made a difference in my life, how I see other people as well. And there was another interesting thing, because I have a few friends who are twins, and majority of them, I have 5 friends who are twins. One is left-handed, the other one is right-handed. I don't know if there's any science behind that, but most of the twins I know, one is right-handed and the other one is left-handed. It's so weird.
I'm interviewing a set of twins tomorrow, and they're mirror twins. They look just alike, but their hand, they do everything the opposite. So I'm going to interview them tomorrow and see what they tell me. I'm very curious. I'm very curious too. See what they tell me.
And it's been actually good for my work, because when you're actually working for a left-handed person, and I even teach my mentees about that, they think differently. They browse differently. They see their clothes in a different way. I immediately, obviously, when I open a wardrobe and I just go, "Are you left-handed?" "Yes, I am." "How do you know?" Because they dispose their clothes. They don't browse how we do, like this. They go like that. It's opposite. it seems silly, but again, it makes a difference in productivity.
It's how we put our, even when it comes to our hangers, how we place
Exactly.
how we face our clothes, how we face our clothes. It's very interesting.
Yeah. And I remember going to a store once, and as soon as I went in, all the clothes were sort of like turned on the wrong way. And most stores, they have a way of putting the clothes in the hangers. And I was like, who's been looking after this rack here? And I go, oh, it's that girl. And I was like, are you left-handed? And she goes, yes. Why? And just for me and my theories, you know, like, oh yes, I know why this has been done this way. And even when people are complaining, oh, my desk doesn't work for me, but it has been set up by maybe the maid or maybe the wife or the husband, and the phone is on the opposite side that it should be. And I would constantly see the person reaching out for something on the other side.
Well, it's like, you know, the mouse for your computer.
Yes.
All that stuff is different placement than right-handed people. It is.
Yeah. And people would just not, are those small things that can make you more productive, but sometimes people don't even think about them. So yeah, so this is my thing with Left-handed.
And I started a Left-handed podcast. So I guess you'll be listening to my podcast and watching it, I'm sure then. Because I'm doing a bunch of these. I don't know how many, but I got a long list of people coming on. You know who's coming on my show? Ellen DeLapp is coming on my show.
Oh.
She's left-handed, so she's coming on.
Yes, I know.
So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm getting celebrities. I'm getting regular folks. I'm getting everybody when they come on the show. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. I'm gonna really follow and see what I learn. I mean, because I'm learning every episode. I'm learning, like just now. I'm learning something new every episode. I'm learning something new. I just did because I'm left-handed.
It's a very interesting world. It's a different approach, and even the way people talk and behave, and it's different. It's just different. Like
I'm glad you said something about the teaching, because I'm learning how to crochet right now. And so I couldn't learn from a right-handed person. They're like, do the opposite. That's not how my brain works. So I
playing a guitar.
Right. So
it's completely different. It's completely opposite. It's just not.
So I had to find somebody who was left-handed, and now I can see how they hold the needle and how, you know, I can see it. So now I'm crocheting. So it's kind of just
that's nice.
Yeah. So but I had to learn from a left-handed person. I couldn't learn from a right-handed person. It just wasn't. Yeah. I wasn't getting it.
That's exactly why I mean I trained myself in a way that when I teach, because DIY is like holding a knife and holding a screwdriver and holding a power drill, and I actually show them how to do the way they're supposed to do, because when it's on the opposite side, they'll go, I don't quite get that, I'm not sure. And when they see you doing with the same hand, it's so much easier, easier.
Some of us are very visual. I'm a very visual person. I need to see it, and I go, okay, now I got it. I mean, I can hear it. If I see it, I'm like, okay, I can do that. I can copy that. You know, that's the whole thing. But some of us are like that. We copy, you know, what we see. So I think it's fascinating you said you do that. I mean, anybody in your family left-handed?
Oh, apart from my cousins, I keep trying to force my children to become left-handed, but no, I didn't succeed.
Yeah, I like that.
The youngest now, she uses her left hand quite a lot, but no, I think she'll be right-handed.
That happened. But
I did try.
And I do want to know also, in Brazil, are there a lot of left-handed people? I mean, do you see a lot of people when you're out and about?
Sorry?
Do you see a lot of left-handed people in Brazil where you are?
I do know a lot because I pay attention. That's the thing, you know. I mean, there is quite a lot of people, and the other way I know there is a lot of people, I think I mentioned to you, there's a store here. It's called No Destro, and they only sell stuff for left-handed people. So books, notebooks, and everything you can think of, they have it there. And it's very fun. It's from them that I bought the knives. Yeah. Utility knife, that's the name.
Really nice, yes.
And so yes, if they have a market, there is a lot of people.
My Lefthanded notebook.
Oh, you see?
From Lefties in San Francisco, California. They have a Lefthanded store. So I have my Lefthanded notebook, and it's very interesting. It's for left-handed people. So it's a left-handed book. So I have one.
Yeah, no, because that's the thing. Like when I start listening to stories and people saying, they usually say about the stain, isn't it?
Yes. Oh yeah.
The stain, yeah.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you self-taught yourself how to do stuff left-handed. It's strong willpower.
Like I said, obsessed with it.
I love it. I love it. I'm like, it's about me, about us. I love it. No, I do.
Are you aware there is a national day for left-handers?
On August 13th. Yes, I do know.
August 13th, yeah.
Of course I know. Of course I know. I'm part of...
I celebrate it on my social media.
I do too. And I'm part of several left-handed groups on Facebook. So we all talk and stuff. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm a proud left-handed person. I have a left-handed mug that's made for left-handed
people. I saw that. That is so fun.
I'm a lefty. I'm very much a left-handed person. I don't have any left-handed scissors. That's the only thing I don't have anymore. So I want to get some of those. That's the only thing I don't have. But I love being left-handed, and I think, and you know, I love the whole just that we're just a little different. We're just a little different than everybody else, and it's like a club. It's like a club we're in. Like you're left-handed too, and you're left-handed too, and it's like we have our own little club. And I noticed it in movies. I noticed it in TV shows. Like she's left-handed, he's left-handed. It's our own little club. That's why I kind of like it. A little different, but it is hard for us sometimes. For some of the things we have to do, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, I even called my video "How to Be a Left-Handed Person in a Right-Handed World," because the world is right-handed. Yeah. The handles, how they put up on.
I know. My refrigerator is set up for left-handed people. It opens like a left-handed person.
Nice.
It's the other way. My cabinets are set for left-handed people. It's like I'm like, I know what's going on there. I was like, I gotta make sure it's easy for me. It's easy for me.
But that's the thing. It's a niche. It's a business.
Yes, it is business.
Yeah.
Yes. So I guess this is great. This is so great. So thanks, Roberta, for being on. This is so exciting.
Oh, thank you.
Well, can anybody see your film? I know it's in Portuguese, right?
It is, yes.
And is it anywhere for people to watch?
I think you were able to put like subtitles. Not sure how great they are. But if someone can understand it, it's short. But it's a good video. Yeah,
good. Okay, good. And tell folks, actually, because you are a personal organizer and stuff, tell them where they can find your business. I mean, might as well shoot that out there too. Why not?
Well, I'm from Sao Paulo, in Brazil. So my company is called EKT, Serviços de Organização. And you can find me on social media as EKT Organiza or Roberta Andrade. And yeah, love to talk about this or professional organizing. So I'm here whenever you guys need me. And thank you again for bringing me on your show.
My pleasure, Miss Roberta. And I'm James Lott Jr. You can find me where all James Lott Jrs are sold at James Lott Jr. everywhere. And then, of course, this podcast right now, because it's growing, it's on Spreaker.com for sure. But it's also on my YouTube channel, JLJ Media. But I'm expanding it to other markets. So just stay tuned for that, and I'll let you guys know when it's on other stuff. But we're making it grow, and I'm having great guests coming on here like Roberta who are on here talking about being left-handed. And everybody out there, if you're left-handed and want to be on the show, contact me and let me know if you have a story to tell or two. Let's talk about it and see what's going on. Let's share the left-handedness with the world. Let's tell them how proud we are and what's going on. I'm James Lott Jr. We'll talk to you next time.